Hi, this is Information Outpost 2030. Welcome to the channel once again. Amidst the unrest and violent protests in South Africa at the moment, it's a very sad day. I think a lot of South Africans are on their knees at this stage. So I just like to send out my condolences to everybody that's been negatively affected by this. Um, it's obviously caused massive food shortages across the country. uh, Vital areas where people usually are able to easily get food are all empty. I think the protesters or the looters don't fully understand the magnitude of what they've caused, what's happening in the country at this stage. I think the aftermath will tell. The full repercussions of what's happened in the last couple of days will only be realized going forward. And for those of you that might be sitting without jobs now because of what's happened, I'm really sorry for that. There's a lot of hardworking, honest South Africans out there that will now be sitting without jobs. Something that's very sad to see as well is community members coming together trying to clean up devastated areas, and then looters coming back and again plundering and dirtying the area. I think as South Africans, it's really shameful what's happening in our country. For all South Africans, once again, it's a really sad moment for all of us. For those of you that have lost businesses and livelihoods, um, condolences also for those who've lost family members due to this. I've seen some shocking footage coming through on the media, really terrible scenes. And I think if I can maybe take one positive out of what's going on in South Africa at the moment, is it's good to see South Africans of all races and colors coming together, standing together, trying to protect their livelihoods. It's really nice to see that finally, there's some sort of camaraderie between South Africans of all colors and races. And if there's something positive that we can all take out of this, is going forward, is that we should be standing together, working together, for the better of ourselves and our communities, our people, and of our country. We all live in South Africa. Um, not everybody has a luxury to go immigrate to another country. Very few people have that luxury, and so it's not an option for everybody. I think the majority of the country realize that we have to make this work. We have to get our country up and running. The previous video that I made on COVID and the massive panic that set in South Africa with regard to COVID, it was a hard knock for the country to take, and now on top of this we've got a mass looting taking place across the country, and then secondary repercussion of this is people going into panic buying mode. Like I say, is shops that haven't been looted, they've probably been all bought empty by now. And at this stage we've got a lot of factories that are still full of food. I think it's extremely important at this stage that the government and key agencies come together and secure our food, our factories, ensure that everything is not plundered and that the country is left without anything. There are, and this is nothing against people that are wealthy. People work hard for their money. There are, again, South Africans from all colors and races that have worked really hard for their money, and that deserve to own what they have. Just the difference is that there are a lot of middle class families out there that are just surviving, and also because of COVID, people are not earning what they used to. There's many restrictions around. So I think it's really important now at this stage in terms of safety that family members, friends, loved ones, that you stay in contact with each other, you monitor the situation in your city or town or suburb, that measures are put in place, control measures are put in place, and we both, as far as possible, stay within the boundaries of the law. We try and work with our local police. You know, I think what's happened in South Africa now has caught the whole country off guard. I don't think anybody would have ever believed that something like this, to this magnitude, would really materialize. Everybody, I think, had some form of a fear of this possibly happening. You know, I mean, these kind of things are not often seen in the world. It's rarely seen across the world. It's something from a movie, if you want to call it that. So yes, I think it's drastic times, and people need to be on high alert at all hours of the day and the mornings. It's important, like I say, communication is vital at this stage, and we also desperately asking the government and all parties, not just the ANC, but all parties involved in South Africa's economy, to come together as leaders of South Africa. This is not a time where we should start fighting with each other. This is a critical time where all our major parties should be coming together, sitting around the table and strategizing. How are we going to fix this problem? How are we going to minimize the damage? And how are we going to move forward positively? You know, let's take hands, let's try and fix the problems. Nobody wants to go into full anarchy. That is going to destroy the country completely. At this stage, yes, we need to protect ourselves and our family members. We need to survive, we need to eat. Therefore, securing strategic food sources and factories is vitally important. Right now on ENCA, there's footage of a Tiger Brands factory being looted. That is a strategic food source. We need to secure that immediately. So the intelligence needs to move quickly, and we need to take action. You know, there are some of these areas that have already been plundered and looted completely, which are of no strategic importance at this stage. I think the major important areas that we should be looking at now are big factories that are holding the majority of the food in the country. So as South Africans, this is a plea. Please, let's all stand together. Let's share information, intelligence, and then lastly, again, I just want to call out to our government and all parties involved, irrespective of the history. Let's please come together. I see the Zulu King at this stage has called for calm and peace. That's, I mean, that's great. We've got at least some of the other parties standing up now and calling for peace and calm, and advising their members to go back home. People that are involved in looting to stop, cease the looting. South Africans, please understand that if this continues, the country will be plundered into a hopeless situation. So I reckon we should pull up the handbrake at this stage, and the only way to do that is we need our leadership in the country to stand up, all parties to address their people and their members, and work together, and let's start cleaning up. Let's start getting our country back on its feet. So thanks for watching. Again, this is Information Outpost 2030. Please subscribe to the channel. The videos that are made here are general videos just for the benefit of people out there watching, and we really hope that the people out there are safe today, and blessings and love to everybody out there that have been affected by this tragedy. We'll see you next time.